Saw somebody asking in chat a moment ago, Johnny, what are your thoughts on Rocket League dying? Now, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this recently, like some content creators tweeting. I've seen a few people making videos. I was kind of surprised to see this, personally, because I never got that impression at all. But what do you guys in chat think about that? Do you guys think Rocket League is dying? Type 1 if you think Rocket League's dying. Type 2 if you think Rocket League is not dying. So yeah, mostly 2s in the chat. Mostly 2s. Okay, well, okay, player numbers are decreasing. They are. I think that the facts are player numbers have gone down. And view numbers have gone down for YouTube and Twitch. So, you know, there's less people playing the game. There's less people watching content about the game. And that's what makes people think that Rocket League is dying. I think it's a pretty silly conclusion to reach, though, personally. And I think it's pretty childish of content creators to even suggest it. Because we're in the middle of summer now. There's, you know, there's two ways to look at it. Some people say summer is when games peak because everybody's home from school and they just play games all day. I don't know if that's true. I think that right now, coming out of a global pandemic, you know, we're at the tail end of it now. People probably want to go outside. People probably want to leave their houses because they've not been able to do it for a year and a half consistently. So when you think about the fact that we're coming out of a global pandemic and people are now going outside a lot more, it's expected that games would see a reduction in numbers. You've also got to consider that RLCS just finished its biggest season ever. So I'm sure that after that, people are probably taking a bit of a break. There's a lot of people taking a bit of a break from Rocket League because RLCS is taking a break, and they're probably planning to come back when Rocket League, when RLCS comes back. I know that I personally have done that for other games. When it's on an off season, I'll not really have as much interest in the game. Then the esport comes back, and I gain a lot more interest in the game. So, you know, you've got that to think about as well. But we're also quite far away from like the big content drop that was free to play. I mean, free to play, of course, boosted the game's numbers, and since then I think that the amount of people playing the game and the amount of views have like just been on a slow decline, a steady decline. Now that's expected, because people will often flock to a game when new content comes out, and then the numbers go down again. Then new content comes out, and the people flock back to the game again. So what I'm guessing has happened here, the reason why I think some content creators are saying things like Rocket League is dying, and they're showing you graphs of numbers going down, and they're, you know, malding about their view counts being down and their viewers and their channels being down, I think it's kind of just like, you know, kind of sort of low-key a cry for help. They're like, yo, Psyonix, help. My numbers. I need help. But it's also like appealing to the masses, because if you make a video like a clickbait video like, oh, why is Rocket League dying, then people are going to click on it, and the type of people who click on these types of videos are the people who will also think that. So it kind of just becomes an echo chamber, and then you get a lot of credit, like, wow, look how woke this guy is, he saw it coming. It's like, shut up. Who cares if you like can read a graph about how many players are playing a game and you can notice a trend. Well done. You know how line graphs work. Congratulations. Nah, I don't have any time for that. I think it's kind of childish. It's kind of childish behavior for all these content creators to be doing that. Now, I've not actually watched any of those videos myself. I've just seen that they exist. I've seen that there's some videos, and I've read some tweets from content creators. I've not watched the videos, so maybe the videos are actually just clickbait titles, but very fair content. I would say that's still a problem, though, to clickbait something like the game that you rely on is dying. Like, come on. What are you doing? But I've got full faith in Psyonix to, you know, come out with either new content or a new update that will bring back the hype. And in the meantime, for all of you guys watching, all the viewers, all of the fans of the game, all the fans of the esport, nothing to worry about, really. There's honestly nothing to worry about. We're chilling. We're super chilling right now. The fact that this is considered low numbers kind of shows you how good of a place Rocket League's in. Because how many people are even online right now? Like 456,000 people? Behind Twitch. It's behind chat, but there you go. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. So, I don't know why there's so much cause. I don't know why people are acting like there's any cause for concern. Because in my opinion, there isn't. But yeah, I think that it's perfectly fine for people to talk about ways that they would improve the game. I want to make that clear. I don't think that Psyonix, I don't think that Rocket League are above criticism. I think everybody should be critiqued. Or everybody can be critiqued. And yeah, there's a lot of really good ideas out there for how Rocket League could improve as a game. And I've got ideas of what I think could be done to make Rocket League a better game. But yeah, they're just ideas. And at the end of the day, we're not the people who make the game. Psyonix are. So, I mean, do you have faith in them as a dev or not? I do. So, I'm just waiting. Just chilling. But yeah, for all of the content creators and all of the streamers, all the YouTubers out there who are worried because they see numbers go down, same thing. Just chill. Stop looking at the numbers so much. Like, people are so obsessed with numbers. I don't know why. Because in my time as a streamer and as a YouTuber, I've had viewer records. I've had, record low months. I've had another viewer record, another record low month, another viewer record, and another record low month. They come and go. There's always going to be highs. There's always going to be lows. You just have to put out the content that you want to put out, and if people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. Stop worrying about the numbers. It doesn't bring getting big numbers on a stream or a YouTube video. It's satisfying for a moment. It gives you a moment of satisfaction, a moment of happiness. But then you're right on to the next one. You're like, right, okay, now how do I? It's not the fact that you've done that'll give you constant happiness. You're not going to get constant happiness because one time you got a video that got more views than any of your other videos before. It's the grind, it's the progress, it's the craft that's satisfying. That's what makes you happy. Or at least that's what I think makes you happy as a content creator. Just trying your best to improve at what you do and trying your best to put out the content that you and your community want. That's what really makes me, at least, satisfied and happy as a content creator, when I just have something that I can work on, something that I can focus on refining. Paying rent also makes you happy as a content creator, though. Listen, some of these content creators complaining about their views are going down do not need help paying rent, bro. They're good. I'm good. And I'm not even close to making some of the money some of these guys make on monthly YouTube views. They do not need help paying rent. Content creators, for the most part, are very, very well off individuals. Very well off. Yeah, that ain't it. It's not that. It's not that. And if it is about the money, then that's just greed. If you ask me, that's just greed. Oh no, I only made 6 figures this month. Oh, just when I thought I was on the road to making $1 million a month, now I'm back to 6 figures. Oh, it's so depressing. Get a grip, man. It's not that. But I'm not speaking about small content creators. Listen, small content creators who are seeing their views go down, and that's actually putting them at risk of having to take money out of their savings account to just pay the bills. Yeah, obviously that sucks. But there's always ways around that. There's always ways around that. My number one tip for people who are in that kind of category where you're just at the point of your content creation where you can go full time with it, um, just don't make it take all of your time. If you're at that stage where you can go full time, a lot of people are very like, they think, okay, this is it. I have to commit everything now because this might be my only chance. So I've got to go all in, got to quit the job, got to stream 14 hours a day, and I've got to stream myself sleeping. I don't know. I think it's probably better to focus on quality over quantity when it comes to streaming. There's no denying that quantity, like doing marathon streams, does help streamers grow, but so does putting out quality content. So, like, just thinking about how to improve the quality is another way that you can say not only like grow your channels, but also save a load of time. Because if you're putting out quality content that doesn't take up your entire day, 14-hour streams, 15-hour streams, you're just like going live, putting out some quality content, then you go offline. And don't worry, like there's a lot of streamer anxiety. They think, oh no, but I've just like hit a viewer record because this content was so sick. Now I've got all these viewers here. I better stay live, or else they're never going to come back. But that's just another thing that I think you shouldn't really worry about as a streamer. You shouldn't worry about it. People always do worry about it. They're like, oh no, I've got so many viewers. I can't go offline with this many viewers. But yes, you can, actually. You can. You can. Just next time you go live, do more quality content. Do another show match right now. I actually don't have time. I've got to go on a bit, so I can't do another show match. I've got to go out for dinner soon. But I do have a little bit to chat to you guys, so thought we'd do that. A lot of respect for your quality over quantity and setting boundaries. I'm all about maximizing time efficiency, because you can't get time back. You can get money back. Like if you go offline and you don't get as many subs because you went offline early, that means you're getting paid less because you got less subs that stream, less donations, whatever. But you can get that back another time. You can get the money back another time. You can't get the time back if you stay live. That time is gone. You've invested that time. You can't get it back. So like trying to maximize your use of time, it really is a way to, you know, I think just get your priorities straight and preserve your mental health. It's mental health for streamers and content creators can be in a bad place sometimes because they're just focusing so much on the numbers and they're focusing so much on the growth, and they don't think about, hang on, am I managing my time correctly? Am I, prioritizing the right things? Do I really need to be streaming every waking hour of every day? Do you need every single month to be more views than the last month? No, you don't. If you want to go be the next biggest streamer on Twitch, then yeah, maybe you do. But realistically, that's not going to happen for most people. And I don't think it's even a goal that anyone should have necessarily. I mean, some people, I think Ludwig said he had that goal. He had the goal of being the biggest streamer on Twitch. I don't know. Maybe for some people it's a good goal. Maybe it gets him out of bed in the morning and stops him being lazy. But I don't feel like that's a necessary thing to stop you being lazy. It's a very results-oriented thing. And results-oriented goals can fail. You have to understand that. Results-oriented goals can go wrong. You can fail to reach your goal, and then you feel like you've failed. But if your goal is more about the path that you're taking, more about the journey, more about the content that you're making, then it's less likely to fail, because that process is what you're working towards. Executing the process. Not necessarily getting something for doing so. Hey, Twix1590, thanks for the brand new tier 1. I appreciate it, man. What's wrong with failing? Well, nothing wrong with failing, but people get so worried about that. People are worried about failure, but then they're setting themselves up for it at the same time. I'm saying you shouldn't worry about failure, but also don't go setting yourself up for it. Just have goals that are better. Just have goals that are going to motivate you without having to rely on things completely outside of your control. Because at the end of the day, who watches your stream is not something you can control, so why would you worry about it? Why would you think about it? No, I didn't see True Neutral, but I saw that they'd won that event, so congrats to them. That's pretty cool. How much ping did they have? What part? Are they say in North Mexico or something where they get decent ping? I wonder if they're going to let them play on like the central servers for RLCS. I think they should. I think they probably should let them play central servers. Like every True Neutral, every Mexico game in NA RLCS should be played on the central server, in my opinion, because that's the best server for everybody in the lobby combined. 50 to 70. I wonder if they're getting 50 to 70 ping to the central servers or the east ones.